If you're juggling content creation whilst having a full-time job, or you're just super busy in life, you probably know the struggle of feeling behind, inconsistent, unorganized, or just overwhelmed. And trust me, I get it, because I have been in that exact same position. But I finally figured out a system that keeps me organized, helps me to stay ahead, and makes content planning so much more easier. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I use Notion to stay on top of my content creation. If you're even the slightest bit interested, let's talk about it.
I feel like a bird. You keeping me happy, you give me deep. Ask me who my search.
You give me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody. I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love it. I love it. Goddamn, I love it.
When I first started my content creation journey, I used to be all over the place with half-finished ideas, scrambling to post, forgetting deadlines, and don't even get me started on burning out. If you want to grow on social media without losing your mind, you need a system that makes content creation a lot more easier and not harder, because content creation is really hard. My content girlies get it. So let me ask you, do you struggle with any of these? And if you do, this system might be for you. Do you struggle to stay consistent? Do you have content ideas but no structure? Do you feel like you're always playing catch up? If you said yes to even one of these, this Notion tracker/planner is about to change your life. I promise you that. So I've just quickly switched over to my screen so you guys can see the template from full. So this, my amazing content planner for this year. Again, as previously mentioned in the intro, I was struggling for a very, very long time with content creation and staying on top of it whilst having a full-time job. So this is mine. As you can see, I balance 3 different platforms at this time, which is YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Instagram is fairly new. As if you guys check out my Instagram, I'm a very small content creator on there. TikTok is my main bag, I am gonna lie, but YouTube is one that I want to become priority. Let's just dive into each section, and I'm gonna just break this down into chapters. So if there's specific parts that you're more interested in, or you just want to get inspiration to apply to your own content creation planner, then that is perfectly fine. But let's just dive into the dashboard, which is the page that you are currently looking at. So on this dashboard, as you can see, we have just basically got an overview of everything and easy access to different points of my template. The first thing you're going to see at the top is my different dashboards for each platform. Because I post on different platforms, it's easy for me to have separate dashboards because I can monitor what is working well on each platform separately. Instead of having it combined into one, it gets too complicated. Me, I like things easy, I like things broken down, I like things to be simple. And having my things organized like this allows me to know where I need to go for YouTube, where I need to go for TikTok, where I need to go for Instagram, etc, etc. So that's what you get at the top. I've all put color codes as well, because who doesn't like color coordination? So obviously YouTube is red, TikTok is blue, Instagram is pink, and Pinterest is white. Feel free, if you have other platforms that are your priority, like LinkedIn, Threads, X/Twitter, what I would advise you to do in this instance is just hover over one of the existing dashboards and click on this 3 dots here, and I will just duplicate that. What that will do is duplicate the layout of the page, but you'll just change it and rename it from Pinterest to X or Threads and add it as an additional to the rest of your list. Or if, for example, you don't use Pinterest, you could literally just rename it and name it the platform that you use. But I'll dive into that a little bit when we dive into each page separately. After that, we have an overall of my platforms. So this kind of shows me where I'm at in terms of followers and subscribers on each platform. On YouTube, I've got 231 subscribers, TikTok 4,301, Instagram 176, Pinterest 5, and Threads 198, which these need updating because I haven't updated them for the month of March. So it's just a good oversight to kind of see where you are, kind of see what you're looking at, kind of see where you are in follow count, like off the bang. Next to that, I have a separate tab, and this is just basically my posting periods to remind me what days I am supposed to post for each platform. So for example, Threads is every single day, Pinterest is only 5 days a week, TikTok is every single day, and then Instagram is 6 times a week. And this is where all my links would go. I haven't filled in these links, but this is where the links would go to my personal profile, so I have easy access to my profile. After that, I have my day's post. So anything that's scheduled to go out today, it will be on this dashboard, so I know which platforms I'm posting on today, what exactly is going out, so that I can make sure that they are posted correctly. So as you can see today, I already posted on Instagram, which is why it's not on here, but for example for TikTok, I have an inspirational quote that's going out today, which is scheduled to go out for today. Anything that's approved, so anyone that's kind of has like content that needs to be approved by like a manager or a brand, that is what this tab is for. So anything that hasn't actually been posted but has been approved by it would fall under in this bracket, and I will show you where that will come under and how it pops up in this section. That is just good as an overall good insight to like look at when you first come in. If you have like a team where you have like a manager, you can also share this with them. So say for example, you was out, you don't know if something's been approved or not, but it's gone through your manager first. Your manager can come on here, change the status of that post and let you know that it's been approved, so you know that it can be scheduled out, and then it will move from the approved one to the scheduled tab, and then you know it's ready to go out. At the bottom, we've got just a general content calendar. If you're someone who likes to plan out your content like monthly, weekly, however you do it, this is a great section for you because you can literally see what is supposed to go out every single day. I tend to do my content for every 2 weeks. So this week is done, I need to do next week. But what this helps me to do is remind myself what is due for tomorrow. If you're someone that does this on a monthly basis, that's even better because you've given yourself like 4 weeks ahead. But I don't know what trends and stuff are going to pop up, so I kind of like to stay in the 2 week mark. And then the last thing at the bottom is my social media goals. This just kind of helps me to figure out what it is I'm trying to achieve with which platform, where I'm trying to go and where I'm at. So if you look, I am trying to get into 500 followers on Instagram. I'm a very small babe on Instagram, so if you want to support your girl, definitely do. I am on 180 subscribers, I believe, like when I last checked, but the goal is to get to 500 in the first quarter, so I've got 28 days to get that done. So if anyone wants to support me on this journey, please feel free to come and follow me over on Instagram. TikTok, my goal is to get to 5k. So again, I am on 4.3 at the moment, so I need 700 followers in 29 days in order to get to 5k. We got this, we're gonna do it, and this track is gonna help. And then etc. I've got 1k on Threads, 500 on YouTube, 100 on Pinterest. And what I love about this, it kind of lets you know which quarter this goal is due. So as you can see, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest and Threads are all in the first quarter. I grow pretty quick on Threads, which is why I put a 1k. Surprisingly, I grow on Threads quicker than I do on Instagram. But maybe because it's like I just share my thoughts and I just engage like crazy over there in comparison to Instagram. But anyway, whereas YouTube, because I know YouTube's a bit more of a slow burner, I've given myself an extra quarter to get to the 500 subbies. So again, if you guys want to see more amazing templates like this and you love self-development, then subscribe to my channel. That is just the main side of the template. So then after that, you come to the side. So from the side, we've got different pages that take you to do different things. So you've got your brand strategy. So in there, you will basically fill out your brand strategy for your social media platform, what it is as a content creator you're trying to achieve, what it is that you want to do and where you're trying to go. The next step is the content creation research. So for example, if you're just starting out and you have your niches, but you're kind of unsure what kind of videos to do or what videos work, what you would kind of do is do content research, and that's what this page is all about. And then content planning. So this is kind of like this calendar that you previously saw. This is where you go in and you would plan it in detail. So you'll do your 2 weeks in advance, your 4 weeks in advance planning content to kind of see what it is you want to post and when. And then that will get reciprocated onto this dashboard that you saw previously. We also got plan and schedule. So plan and schedule is more in depth of the content planner, but the difference is that this is where you will actually plan and schedule when you're going to record for each platform, what days, what videos, all that kind of stuff. It's a bit more on the practical side, I should say, than just like coming up with the content that you want to plan, if that makes sense. And then lastly, I got a vision board. I'm a visual person. I always like to visualize my goals to kind of see what it is I'm working towards. So I just like a vision board section. You don't necessarily have to use this page. You can delete it if you feel free. Underneath that, we have like a summary. Every single post that you post is linked to this notification dashboard. The reason why I love this is because it gives you your insights every single day and it updates accordingly. So for today's insights, it offers the dates. It goes into subcategories. So it shows all the content. Since using this planner, I have scheduled 36 posts and every single one of them has been posted. Again, this is a fairly new tracker. That's why it says Content Planner 2025. Then underneath that, we've got this week's content. So it basically shows me how much content is planned this week, how much content is actually scheduled this week, and how many out of that is not scheduled. So as you can see, I've got 6 posts planned for this week. Only 3 of them are ready and scheduled to be posted. 3 of them are not ready. So that's kind of what this will show you if you're someone that's especially busy and you want to know where your content is at in terms of status. This overall insight will just plugs it from the different databases and gives you that overall every single day, and it updates as you update throughout your planner. And then we also got a monthly content review as well, so it shows you how many posts you've got scheduled for the month, how many of those are actually scheduled, and how many of them are not scheduled. Again, similar to the weekly one, it's just for the month. And then at the bottom, you've got your community, where it adds all your followers up together across all your platforms and lets you know how much you have all together. So as you can see, I have 4,011 followers across all my platforms. So again, that is the dashboard. So let's dive deeper into the individual dashboards. I'm only going to go into one. The layout is exactly the same for all, and I will give you like a summary of the other dashboards to show you what they look like. So let's look into the YouTube dashboard. Okay, so this is my YouTube dashboard. I like these things to stay separate so it's easy to organize. So as you can see, once you click in at the top, we've got the bar to take you straight to other pages without having to go back to the dashboard. I can go back to the dashboard just like that, or I can go straight to my TikTok dashboard just like that. So again, you can literally just hop in and out of your different dashboards wherever it suits best, especially say if you're planning for YouTube and then you want to jump straight to your Instagram dashboard, that you can do that instead of having to go back and click into Instagram. You have them accessed at the top of your bar. So again, you can see at the top, I've got my goals in my face. This is what we're working towards. This is why we're doing what we're doing. This is why we're planning how we're planning. This is why we want to stay consistent, because we want to achieve our goals. And you can see 500 subbies. I'm at 230 right now out of 500, which shows the percentage. So I've got this progress bar here, which shows me 46% has been achieved, and I've got 89 days to achieve this. And then once it's achieved, it clears. But it doesn't go anywhere, because on this journey we like to know our milestones, especially if you're a self-development girly like myself and you like to appreciate your achievements in life, even the small little ones like hitting 500 subbies. There's a section for that. So if you come into this section here, it will then, this hasn't changed because I haven't hit 500 subbies, but you can see the status has now changed from the countdown to it being achieved. So Bob's your uncle. However, if you did want to update this to the correct subscriber count, whatever it is that you're updating it, I do mine's monthly. You just click into that goal, and here you would change the figure. So the current total, that's 230 for me, but say if I wanted to change it to 500, and again, my progress bar then changed to goal completed. Do you see it? This is what I like, because it's just showing you your progress. But I'm gonna put that back because obviously I haven't reached that goal. So 230 and it's not achieved. And if you wanted to add a new goal to see how you would set this up, you can click this new page here and it will bring up new goal here. So say for example, my new goal, I've hit the 500 subbies. My new goal is 1k subbies or subscribers, however you want to put it. Because this is in my YouTube tab, it automatically links this platform to my YouTube platform. So basically what that means is everything that's assigned to YouTube has its own link, and I can also link it to TikTok, social media and Threads. However, because this is in the YouTube page, it will automatically link to YouTube. So everything that's assigned to YouTube will be linked to this page, if that makes sense. Also, I can set a due date. So say if I wanted to achieve this by the end of the year, I can select that date there, and then it will automatically count the countdown of how many days I have left to achieve that goal. So I can currently put where I'm at. So let's just say I'm at 500 subbies right now. And then you also put the end goals, which is 1,000, and it will literally automatically calculate the progress bar and the progress in text. So I have reached 500 out of 1,000, and that will stay on here. And let's just tick this off so it's out of the way. So that will just be there. You can obviously add a picture of your choice by clicking add cover. I'm not gonna add a cover right now, but you can literally either upload, use a link, or go to Unsplash, but I'm just gonna keep it in red because it's YouTube, and that's literally it. That's how you set a new goal for any of your dashboards. It's the same for the TikTok, Instagram. So after that, the next key section of this dashboard is your video ideas. So this is all my YouTube video ideas that I plan to do for my YouTube channel, and they are all linked to a content pillar, what format, the date of the recording date, and the publication date. All of this is so important in order to stay on track and for it to effectively help you to know and plan and stay organized on your content creation journey. As well as ideas, you also have contents that's already in progress in terms of YouTube channel. I only do one video a week, so I will only ever have one video in this section. However, as you can see, my content creator template under my content pillar Notion, it's a long form format. I'm recording it today and it will go out on March the 7th. And the current status is to film. Obviously, once I finish this will then go to edit and then it will go to schedule. Or for example, if it is something with a brand that needs to be approved, you would just put approved once it's been approved by the brand. Once that's been done, you also have a publication page where you can see what you've posted. So these are all my videos I've posted ever since I started using this template. I do have a lot more videos in this. However, I was using another template and I'm not going to drag it all over here. That's just long. I can't bother. I'll just start fresh for 2025. So these are the videos I've posted ever since using this template full time. With this page, what it will show is the title of the video and it will give you the link. So if I wanted to just go and see that video, all I would have to do is just click the link and that's it. It brings me right to this page, and as you guys can see, in just a click of a link, just like that. So that's why I like it. And this is where the fun part comes in. This is how I tend to plan, but there's different ways you can plan your content. What I do is I go to that list of ideas and I'll just kind of schedule them out. So as you can see, I have my content creator template being recorded today, and then I have another content being recorded on Friday. This just kind of helps me to plan what I'm uploading when, so I kind of know what's upcoming, so I know which videos I need to script next, etc, etc, etc. So again, I kind of plan my YouTube videos out for the month. So as you can see, these are all the videos that will be coming for the month of March. That is just the record dates. I separate them, and these are my publication dates. So as you can see here, these are the videos that will be getting published this week. So you can look at it in two different views. If you're more focused on the days you want to record, then leave it on the days you want to record. However, publication dates are also there, so you kind of know when this video is due or supposed to go out. So yeah, that's just kind of how my dashboard looks like. If I was going to plan a video, how it would work is, so this is in terms of like scripting and stuff like that, you would literally just click into one of these. So for example, if I wanted to, let's just do a published one because it will be filled out. So if I was to do this FOMO one, as you can see, I've got my social media platform linked to it, so I'm aware of what platform this is on. I've got the status, so I know that's been published, and obviously I can click it as the status changes. I also got it related to my content pillars, which I think is so important. Like especially if you're someone who's like multi-passionate and you post about different things, this can help you stay on track with that 70-20-10 rule, especially if you've got multiple interests. So for me, 70% of my content is based on my growing and glowing series, 20% is based on beauty, and 10% is just based on lifestyle and quotes. So I always know which percentage that falls into. So again, this is part of my growing and glowing series. I also have the format. I have the week that it's been created for. And then I also have the record date, and I've got the publication date, and I've also got the progress in text, and then the URL. Because this page is a template page, well, no matter where it is, if I click new, like new video, as you can see up here, new video, this is the template that will come out, and this is where I brainstorm what the value of this video is going to do, the different titles, the thumbnail ideas or titles I'm considering, and then the actual script itself, which is broken down and fully written out. This is how I do my videos. I like to put in key things I'm thinking to talk about, etc, etc. So that's kind of how I do my videos. And then I also insert any B-roll that needs to be B-rolled. I do all my checklists, but every single time I add a new video, this is a template that's going to show up. And then it just helps me to brainstorm and stay on top of things. So when it comes to recording, my information is already there. It's already scripted. I already know what B-roll is going to be included. I already know what music is going to be added. So I don't have to faff about doing those things later down the line. So going back to the main page, we're now going to dive into the different pages over this side. So we've looked at the dashboards that you get with this template, but we're also going to dive in. So the first thing you get on your navigation page is links. So I've linked all my pages. So if I wanted to click into that page, as you can see, it says instagram.com/Twanaldn. I'll just click that, it will take me to my page. So it's just there. And if I wanted to copy, let's say someone's asked for it, or I'm going to put it on like a link on my Instagram story or something, that is where I would get the link from, instead of me having to like search it up and guess or figure out what it is. After that, it's the brand strategy page. Basically in this section here, like I mentioned, you kind of just want to deep dive into what your personal brand is going to be about. You want to write your vision statement. So what do you visualize your personal brand or your business, or basically social media, what do you envision it to be like? Then you want to talk about your mission statement. I've also put like important Dropbox here so that you know like what these segments mean. Just to go into a bit more detail, so if you want to do your vision statement, a vision statement is a crucial component of any strategic plan. It defines the ultimate goal and purpose behind your endeavors. Again here, I've kind of given a deeper definition for each, so that you know when you fill out these segments here, you know exactly what it is that you need to fill out. With your target audience, which is also part of your brand strategy, you kind of want to specify who you are trying to talk to. The more specific you get on the person you're trying to reach, the more your content will have more of a purpose behind it, and you will kind of know who you're speaking to. So for example, my content is all based on self-development and glowing up slowly. There's a lot of people that want to do it in like 90 days, 60 days. Yes, it's very possible, but I believe in slow ongoing growth than just like the quick glow up. Glow up for me is starts internally and then reflects externally. So I talk about both. So my target audience is for anybody that's on their glow up journey or is struggling with confidence or is like a little bit insecure, kind of want to work on themselves so that they can be confident and happy in themselves, like from this day on moving forward, from the day they find my social media platforms moving forward. So me, again, I've got this written down on my old template. I just need to drag it over. This is where I would fill out these persons. I'll probably make like 3 different personas of like 3 different women of different ages, different backgrounds, different cities all over the world, and like kind of who they are and why I'm targeting them. This just helps you stay on track of what your brand strategy is, what way you're taking it, and lets you stay vision focused on what content you need to be producing. If this ever changes, don't feel like this is the holy grail, like once it's written, that's it. You can change it at any time. I have changed my brand strategy so many times because I was still kind of learning and figuring out who it is I'm trying to target. That's kind of what the brand strategy is about. So with this bit here, I haven't included the dashboards because I feel like the dashboards are separate from these pages. As you can see at the top bar here, I have linked it to the other pages that you saw on the navigation system. So if you ever wanted to go back to your dashboards, you just literally have to go back here and click into that. However, because I feel like these are all linked, I feel like they should be separated and have their own bar at the top. To the next page, this is your content strategy page. And I'm going to blur this out a little bit because these are like all the content creators that I aspire to be like or whose channels I look up to. So again, at the top, we've got the bars of the other pages, but then what your first thing you're gonna wanna do is talk about your channel. Like, what is your channel about? So this is what mine says. This channel is all about growing and glowing, leveling up both internally and externally. Through honest conversations, mindset shifts, and real life experiences. I share how to grow your confidence, embrace personal development, and glow up from the inside out. From beauty tips to self-development strategies, we focus on elevating every aspect of our lives. Let's grow and glow together and step into our best selves. Short, sweet, and to the point, and kind of what I was saying before. All about growing up internally and projecting that externally. So this is where you basically put all your inspiration channels. So whether that's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, anybody that you aspire to be like or is doing content similar to yourself that you like and is successful, this is where you want to put them. And you want to fill it in. I'm gonna just show an example of someone who's like in my field, in my self-development field, that I aspire to be like, and you guys will probably know her. She's huge, absolutely love her, and I love how she's like become so successful from it. So that is Tamkar. I don't know if I'm saying her surname right, but essentially what you want to do is when you find these people that inspire you, you want to fill out all of these details. So what platforms are they on? If they aren't on all platforms, then obviously you just have to add another page and put that platform there. The reason why it's separated is because, for example, with Tam, she is on 1.48 million. Well, whenever I put that in, it's probably grown now, subscribers on YouTube. However, if we go to her Instagram, which I've also got here, she's got 749k. So there's 2 different levels here, if you get what I mean. It's not far off, but there's 2 different levels. So, and she posts different kind of content. She's got a lot of long form content, a lot of self-development, how to better yourself as a woman on her YouTube. But with her Instagram, you've got a bit of both. You've got a touch of her lifestyle as well as her self-development, relatable advice on a short form level. So I've separated the 2 because they're 2 different. Going back to vision here, so I kind of got like a description of what her channel is about and content ideas that have done really well on her channel that I think my niche would also like. This is not me copying her videos or anything. It's just kind of to get inspiration of what people of a similar niche are doing and what work. And this will be like looking at thumbnails, like how her thumbnails are laid out, the text, like what wording does she use, all of these kind of things, because this will help me. That self-development or self-growth is such a big pool. You can touch on so many different things, but again, she's someone I aspire to be like. So again, you just do your research, and that's kind of what this is about. This page is all about inspiration, no copy and paste over here. And then at the bottom, it's just videos, again, of all the videos that are doing well for the people that I aspire to be like. This will show the videos, the title of the video, and what the video was at the day I found it, how many views, how many likes, and how many comments. And just to go into another example of Tam's one, so one of her highest videos is how to validate yourself, stop seeking external validation, and grow your self-worth. This one's got 2 million views at the time when I uploaded this, and it got 123k likes. It's in the self-improvement niche, and the publication date was the 20th of February last year. The reason why this is all important on your research phase is because you want to know if this is like a trend at that time, or if it's like genuinely just a good video. Do you know what I mean? Because there's some things they do well because they're trending at that time, or like a seasonal period, like winter arc is always going to be a big thing from like October going towards Christmas, because people get into that winter arc phase is a big topic. So doing a video on like winter arc in that period, your video could do more well and talk about winter arc in the summer. Do you see where I'm going with this? So that's kind of why I check the dates as well, and then it just shows me how many views, how many likes, and what platform. Again, in this section here, I haven't really dived into any of these yet, is where I would write descriptions of her videos, any tags that she used that I could probably do something similar or see what works, and then probably take this information, put it into ChatGPT, and then figure out what would work best for my channel. This is just all of this is just content research. So it's just researching what works for your niche, what's doing well, and seeing how you can implement that into your own channel, because obviously these people are successful for a reason. So it's like, do not copy. This is what I'm saying. Like, let me emphasize this. This is not copying. Like, I will not take Tam's video, copy it word for word, the exact same thumbnail, the exact same title, the exact same description, speak of the exact same ideas, and then post it. That's copying. You want to just take these people as inspiration, nitpick at topics like, oh, I want to talk about that, I want to talk about that, I want to talk about that, or maybe that, or I can put my 2 pence on that, oh, I went through that. Like, for example, I went through bullying. One of the inspiration channels I've got on here speaks about bullying. That's something I can add my 2 pence on, and how I dealt with that growing up. Also, there's another content creator on here that speaks about relationships. I had dating troubles for so long and have successfully got into a relationship now where I feel like this is going to be the man that I marry. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, again, that is something I could speak on as well, but that doesn't mean I'm going to copy her video word for word. We take inspo over here, we do not copy. Okay, so after that, we've got the content planner part. So the content planner part is just kind of having an idea of what your content is about and how you're going to plan that moving forward. Over on this page, I have linked the dashboard. So if you just wanted to go to that page, you can. It's just there because now we're talking more about your content. So here, you focus all about your content pillars. So we're going to want to put your key content pillars. These are mine. What platform you'll be posting these pillars on, and the benefits of this pillar, and the main goal. This is important because what you will post in regarding to that pillar will help you stay on track, if that makes sense. You won't go off and do something that's not related to your mission on content creation in that section, because your goal's here. So for example, for growing and glowing, it is to share personal experiences and lessons I've learned on my journey. So that is what that is about. It will relate back to me because I can speak on that because I've been through it myself, and that's kind of why I will stay on track and make sure the content I put out in that pillar is always a lesson learned and someone from me talking from experience, not me going on Google and looking for research. No, it's my personal experiences shared in a way that can give tips to my audience. So you just want to do that for all your pillars. There's some pillars on here that are not on all pillars. So for example, I have Notion. I don't really post Notion on my short form content. I feel like it does well on YouTube. I have mentioned it on Threads, and I have posted the odd post here, but I don't feel like it's something that I am dying to post on my short form content, because that's not what my page is about. I have thought about starting a separate social media page that maybe like Twanaldn and Notion, because I am very, very passionate about Notion, and then sharing it on there. However, I don't know. I just feel like with YouTube it just works, and I can sit down, run you through a template like this, have a conversation with you guys and get feedback. So yeah, that's what all of this is about. Literally your content pillars and just figuring out the benefit of that pillar and the goal of that pillar. And I also have a section here called unique angles. So how are you going to uniquely execute this pillar? Like, you might have a certain style, editing style, or you might do a certain voiceover, or do you know what I mean? That is where your unique angle comes from, or if you want to implement. So whenever you go to record that, you can always just refer back, okay, cool, this is how I'm going to go about it. So this part is where you will literally plan and schedule everything. So you, like I said, you can plan and schedule in your dashboard separately. So clicking on here, or you can plan and schedule here. You've got 2 ways of how you're gonna do it. It is totally up to you. If you want to do it in this segment here, you can. And it's broken down into tabs. So you got your YouTube tab, you got your TikTok tab, and you got your IG tab. In this way, you kind of can just see it in a list easier, and then you can just tackle that without being in your dashboard completely. And then at the bottom you will see what content, where it's at, and what is basically in progress. So with this here, none of these have been scheduled, however they are somewhere in the process of being scheduled. So that's that here. Then underneath is the schedule post. So that's kind of all the posts that are planning to go out today, this week, and this month, or in the next 30 days. Because me personally, I don't schedule like a month in advance, but for people who do, this would be great for you, if that makes sense. So again, it's just staying on track of things on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. And then again, you've got like your complete overview again without being in your dashboard, like the individual dashboard. You can have a complete overview of all your platforms. So this is all my platforms, what's been published, what hasn't been published, where it's at for the whole month. And then I've got like record dates, so the days I plan to record and actually make content, YouTube, and then TikTok, and then Instagram. So what I like about this is that I can see across all my platforms what has been done and what I'm like working on, or what is to come. But then I also got recording dates, so key dates that I've scheduled to create content. And then I've also got the key platforms that I'm focusing on. Like I mentioned, my free platforms are YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, which is why they will always be everywhere. However, you can easily change this to whatever platform it is that you're focusing on. So say for example, you don't focus on Instagram, but you want to focus on Pinterest. So essentially what you would do here is just change the filter. So this filter here is linked to Instagram. However, say if I want to change it to Threads, Bob's your uncle. Now only Threads will show on this page and not Instagram, because you don't have Instagram. And then if you want to rename it, you just right click and then you need rename and you call it Threads. Now this is going to be all focused on your Threads, Bob's your uncle, and that's it. Let me put that back to what it was before I forget. So if you want to know how to create the platforms, if you go back to your content page, and you remember this posting period here, this is basically where you would add the platform and then add all the other information that's necessary. But then now moving forward, you can now link that to another platform. So say for example, I don't have Twitter, but say I wanted to add Twitter. Now I've got a Twitter platform, so then I'll just give it an icon. I'll just go to here and let's click the circles. What color do we not have? We don't have purple, so let's just put X as purple. So then what I'll do, I'll link this to my content pillars, which I've already inserted, which you would also insert in your content planner page. And then say for example, I only post quotes and glowing and growing. So now I know what Twitter's for. Then let's say I've got 200 followers on there. How frequently do I want to post? Let's say I want to post 3 times a week. Then I'll put my posting days if I want to. So that's 3 days, or not every day. Again, I would link this to whatever goal that is. I haven't added a goal, so I'm not going to link it. I'd also add it to my insights. So this is very, very key. If you want everything to show up on your insights, you need to make sure that you have linked that page, that icon, that social media prep onto your today's insights notification, or it will not show up and your data will be incorrect. So you need to make sure when you're adding these things, it's automatically added in. Furthermore, moving forward, I am going to add a page. Let me even do it now. So I'm going to add, so basically if you go here, add a template, this will be, anytime you add a new platform, this is what will basically duplicate. So what you would do is add a new platform and you would add the today's insights to that, so that every single time you add a platform, this automatically links it to your today's insights. I've already done it for your social medias that you're adding, so your YouTube pages and your social media pages. So if you duplicate that, it will automatically link it to your insights. However, I haven't done it for this, so I've just done it now, so that moving forward, anytime you click new, this will automatically link to today's insights. So if we save that now, and then what we're gonna do is just right click and set as default all social media programs. So now if I add a new platform, can you see the name is called new platform straight away? And if you go in, it's already linked. So you don't have to do it for you, and now it will automatically update on today's insights. So again, that is basically what this template can do and how powerful it is. This system changed the game for me, and I want you to have that same experience, that same ease, that same organization that I currently get with this planner. So if you want this exact planner to take your content creation organization skills to the next level, I have linked this in the description, and I will also be giving a discount to my YouTube community because I always give back to the people that support me. Even if you decide not to use this exact template, I hope this video was able to give you some kind of idea or inspiration on how powerful Notion can be to simplify workflow and enable you to finally stay consistent. If you do like these kind of templates, I will definitely have all my paid and free templates linked down below for you to browse and download as you please. All I ask that on the free templates is that you just leave some feedback, so I just kind of know how to make better templates for you guys. But again, if you found any of this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It just lets me know what kind of videos you want to see here and what kind of Notion templates you want to see moving forward. So definitely comment down below if you plan on using this template or if you just plan on getting inspiration from this template. Either or, I'm glad to help. Also, before I go, if you haven't already, definitely consider following me on my social media platforms because I post on there every single day, whereas YouTube I only post once a week. And I will definitely catch you in my next one. Love you. Bye.